It all started with what I now refer to as the office visit stunt, the moment everything began to unravel faster than a JavaScript framework update. Sabrina and Derek had pushed things too far for too long, and this time, I came prepared. Mom decided we needed to have a family meeting to work things out. Now, if you've ever had the pleasure of navigating a dysfunctional family, you already know what that really means. It's code for, let's gather so the actual problem can apologize, and we can all go back to pretending everything's fine. She scheduled it for Sunday afternoon at their place, our childhood home. Family meetings at my parents' house followed a predictable script. Everyone sits in the living room. Mom makes her special occasion coffee, which is just regular coffee with cinnamon, but don't tell her I said that, and Dad pretends to mediate while sneakily itching to get back to tinkering in the garage. But this time, I came armed. Saturday night, I stayed up organizing everything: spreadsheets, screenshots, bank records, social media posts. Think of it as a PowerPoint of receipts. I even packed my HDMI cable. Never underestimate the dramatic effect of evidence projected on a 50-inch flat screen. I arrived early, wanting to set up. Mom gave me that anxious smile when she saw the laptop connected to the TV, but didn't say anything, just stress cleaned the already spotless coffee table. Dad sat in his usual armchair, pretending to scroll on his phone but clearly playing Candy Crush. Ethan, my little brother and occasional partner in chaos, arrived next. He took one look at my setup and whispered, "This is gonna be good," before grabbing the best seat in the house. Then came Sabrina and Derek, late, naturally. Derek pulled up in his leased BMW, and Sabrina, always camera ready, had clearly been crying. Her makeup was perfect though, definitely strategic tears. Derek wore what I'd come to call his business serious outfit: polo, khakis, and a fake Rolex that could blind you in sunlight. When they saw the TV screen with my laptop background still up, yes, it's the default Windows 1, no shame, they froze. "What's all this?" Sabrina asked, already defensive. "Just a little presentation," I replied calmly. "Since this is about money, I thought some visuals might help." "Liam," Mom tried to interrupt, "I thought we were just going to talk." "Oh, we're going to talk," I said, clicking to the first slide. Slide 1. The timeline. Displayed was every payment I had sent them over 18 months, matched with their social media activity from the same weeks. The room fell silent. "In the last year and a half," I said, switching to my best, explaining code to non-technical manager's voice, "I've given you $36,000. That's post-tax. Let's look at how that money was spent." Click. Slide 2. Instagram highlights, expensive dinners, shopping sprees, luxury spa days, all dated days after I sent money for urgent bills. "Here's you at that new sushi place," I pointed out, "just 3 days after you said you couldn't pay your electric bill. Nice sake pairing, by the way." "That was a business dinner," Derek muttered. Click, I said, bringing up the post he'd labeled #DateNightHeart. "Weird tag for a business dinner, huh? You're making us look bad on purpose," Sabrina cried. "That's not the full story." Click. A beautiful, color-coded spreadsheet appeared. "You're right. So I built this. Every payment, every excuse, and what you actually spent it on." The red highlights. Times you said it was for rent or bills, and then posted designer shopping hauls. Derek stood up, red-faced. "This is crazy. You've been stalking our social media. You mean the public accounts where you tag every store and receipt to flex?" "That. Stalking." The room froze. Ethan looked like it was Christmas morning. Mom's hand was over her mouth. Dad put down his phone, which was a first. "And here's the kicker," I said, changing to the final set of slides. "While you were spending my money, you were also mocking me behind my back. Remember cousin Jenny's baby shower, Sabrina? The jokes about the rich tech nerd buying your love." Sabrina's face turned to ash. "Aunt Teresa told you." "Yeah, because she actually cares about family for more than money." Derek tried to pivot. "We were just stressed, people make jokes." Click. Slide after slide of Dyson Airwraps, Gucci loafers, Equinox memberships, all bought during their alleged broke periods. Mom finally spoke. "Sabrina, is this true?" "All of it. Sabrina broke down crying. Real tears this time. You don't understand, she sobbed. We had to keep up appearances. Derek hasn't sold a house in 8 months. I know, I said. I checked public real estate records. Derek lunged up again, knocking over his coffee. This is bull. You're trying to make us look like criminals. No, I said. I'm just showing who you really are. That's when Dad stood up and, in his quiet mechanic's voice, the one we all knew meant serious business, said, Derek. Sit down. Sabrina, stop crying. Liam, show us everything. And I did. For the next hour. 3 months later, let me tell you, the aftermath was better than any TV drama. Sabrina and Derek's social media. Dead. The once endless stream of brunches, haul videos, and quotes about manifesting wealth just vanished. The first major change came fast. Derek's BMW. Gone. Turns out, lease companies don't care about your aesthetic if you miss 3 payments. He now drives a 2010 Honda Civic. Then came the house. Remember that $4,000 per month farmhouse. Evicted. Not because I stopped paying, they'd been pocketing my help while not paying rent. Landlord finally lost patience. Then, the real estate license. Someone, definitely not me, left a detailed review of Derek's shady practices. His broker revoked his license for ethical concerns. He now works at his uncle's car dealership. Sabrina tried keeping up the influencer front for a couple weeks. Vague quotes about storms and inner growth. But it's hard to sell a luxury lifestyle when you're filming hit workouts in your childhood bedroom. Clients dropped her. Equinox canceled her membership. Ouch. Even Mom hit her limit. Found out Sabrina had been using her credit card during those emergencies. Now she does this quiet disappointed thing that's way worse than yelling. And she made Sabrina get a real job. She's now a receptionist at Dad's friend's dental office. Ethan, MVP that he is, started a drinking game called Count the Excuses at family dinners. My favorite line. Mercury isn't even in retrograde, Sabrina. Maybe it's just consequences. Even their designer stuff. Fakes. Derek's Rolexes. DH Gate specials. Sabrina's bags. Dupes. Their entire aesthetic. Fabricated. Last week, Sabrina showed up at my apartment, same one she used to call sad, with tears in her eyes. She gave a whole speech about therapy, growth, and understanding the value of money. I listened, then showed her screenshots from the family group chat, where just 2 weeks ago, she was still plotting how to get back on my good side, so the money would flow again. Her face when she realized I still had access. Delicious. Sabrina, I said, I don't need you to act sorry. I need you to actually change. Until then, we're done. She left, crying. But this time, not strategically. As for me, I upgraded my PC. Finally got that 4090. I'm writing this from a cafe in Tokyo. Real vacation. Real freedom. It's amazing what you can do when you're not bankrolling someone else's fantasy. Even Dad asks me for financial advice now. Ethan wants to learn to code. Says my PowerPoint inspired him. Oh, and Derek. I saw him at H-E-B last week. Wearing a dealership polo, looking at the clearance section. When he saw me, he turned around and walked the other way. Guess those Gucci loafers really are on the other foot now.